Consensus is created through dominancy, not dialogue. Fellow Kenyans, and to the leaders who now carry the weight of defiance on their shoulders, this message is yours. Today, I speak not as a partisan voice, not as a cheerleader for any political formation, but as a witness to history unfolding in real time. Because in this country, consensus has never been born from round table tea and polite discussions. Consensus in Kenya is engineered, it is commanded, it is earned through dominancy, not dialogue. To the united opposition, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Rigathi Gachagua, Fred Matiang'i, Justine Muturi, Eugene Wamalwa, and Natembeya, the rising wave of Western Kenya. You came together because you saw a nation wounded, a nation drifting, a government that promised the sun but delivered a shadow. The people trusted you to fight, not to fold, to organize, not to improvise, to lead, not bleed. But here is the bitter truth. Unity without structure is a slogan. Unity without a center of gravity is a falling star. Unity without a dominant force is a choir where every singer fights for the mic. You cannot defeat a system built on power with WhatsApp meetings and press statements. Kenya's political battleground respects only one rule. He who commands fear commands loyalty. He who controls the crowd controls the country. He who leads with certainty becomes the consensus. Right now, the people look at you and ask, who is the one? Who will take the bullet of responsibility? Who will carry the burden of betrayal and applause? Who will dominate the game so others may follow? Because leadership is not a handshake. Leadership is a list on the table. To the united opposition, hear this clearly. If you want to inherit the anger of a suffering nation, if you want to convert frustration into ballot, if you want power to answer power, then choose your center. Choose your general. Choose your dominant voice now before time chooses for you. Kenya does not need another coalition of fragments. Kenyans want a force that walks into the room, and the power itself stands up. So today, this is the open letter to the opposition. Consensus is created through dominancy, not dialogue. Decide who leads, decide who follows, and decide it fast. Because out there in the villages, in the slums, in the cities, people are waiting. The battle for the dominance begins. The kingmaker who wants to be king, Kalonzo Musyoka, he carries experience, networks, and the loyalty of Ukambani behind him. But dominancy demands more than patience. Kalonzo must stop being the man who waits to be invited. He must become the man Kenya cannot ignore. If he does not seize this moment, history will write him as a bridge others walked to power. the Iron Lady of Principle, Mother Karua, morally unshaken, fearless, but politics is not a courtroom. Kenya respects firepower more than perfection. If Mother wants dominancy, she must leave the judgment bench and enter the battlefield. Principles inspire, but power embosses. The warrior of the mountain, Rigathi Gachagua, he tested state power and lost it. He knows the system from the inside, and Mount Kenya is a sleeping giant. But the question is, will he rally the mountain behind him, or will personal wars drain his political muscle? Dominancy requires unity behind one throne, not factions behind multiple chairs. The technocrat turned fighter, Fred Matiang'i, strong, calculated, is the one leader the system once feared because he never blinked. But dominancy requires constant motion. Silence is not strategy. Silence is disappearance. If he returns loud, Kenya will feel the tremor. The diplomat strategist, Justine Muturi, he has institutional respect. He understands power architecture. But he must prove he is not simply the glue holding others together. Dominancy requires destiny, not duty. The Western Bloc commander, Eugene Wamalwa, Western Kenya has waited too long to be a passenger. If Eugene aligns the bloc fully and aggressively, he becomes the kingmaker of numbers. Dominancy here depends on boldness. Will Western demand their turn or accept slogans again? The young gun rising, Natembeya, he speaks with the fire of a man who knows no fear. Governance is his evidence. Popularity is his weapon. But dominance requires national reach. He must step beyond Trans Nzoia and make Kenya pronounce his name with conviction. The verdict, only one will lead. To the united opposition, right now, you are 7 shadows chasing one spotlight. Kenya does not want a committee. Kenya wants a commander. And until one of you stands up and says, "Follow me," then you remain a group, not a force. On the next video, we reveal who is currently leading the dominance race, who is most likely to hold the opposition ticket, and who will be forced to step aside when pressure peaks. Because in this battle, there will be no ties, there will be no co-presidents, there will be only one champion of the people's anger. Comment below who should dominate the united opposition, who should become the face of resistance. Your voice shapes the next video.